Hello, welcome to another Map Business Online video. Today we're going to talk a little bit about a new feature we put in the product called Summarize by county, state, zip code, geographic area really. What I've got on the map right now is a list that I imported. So I brought in a spreadsheet, typical spreadsheet, and imported it. And usually I would go up to the color code by point function here, and I would select my data, and I would skip past this summarize. This is our new area where we've got summarized by data. And in the past, it started right here, where you would pick your column type, and then you would, decide how many types of data you've got in there, and you would go ahead and color code your data. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to color code it based on summary, and I can come up with my summary. And in this case, I'll turn off the states, I'll turn on the county layer and show you my result here. So in this case, I've summarized my points by state, and I've summarized my points by county. So there's two different ways I've gone at it. I've gone up to this button, and I have actually selected my data, and I have chosen to summarize by state. Then I go to the next button, and it's very similar to anything else that we do, and in this case it's sales dollars. So I summarized by state, by sales dollars, and that basically gave me the screen that you see here now, or the picture you see here now on the map, which is I've got every state and the totals for the particular sales of that state, and they're located at the point on that state. And I've decided to open up the labels. So you could choose to have them open or to have them shut. And I chose to have them open. And you can choose to have them display, this actually within the new product release, we actually had some options here for displaying your labels and callouts as well. So now you can choose to use compact format callouts and format the callouts a little bit, and it gives you more options in terms of text and color background. So I could actually change the background color of my labels, and that's actually the font. So let's go back, and I do have the ability to change the background. I wanted to show you that. So you've got a little bit of control over the callouts now. And then the other thing that I did here was I went in and I actually color-coded the counties using this button. So now if I go into that button, you'll see I have right up front the option to summarize by county, state, or zip code, and we went in by county, and I summarized that way. So that's always been in the product, and it allows us to give, sort of a view of counties, a count by county, and then a sales record by state here. So there's now a variety of ways you can summarize your data looking at the different tools we've got on hand up here. If you go in the color code by circle, you could work with that as well as you select your data, and you can summarize again. If you color coded by circle, you can summarize by county, state, or zip, and any other data that you might bring in from geography layer perspective available here. So if you brought in city limits, you could summarize by city limits. Then the other element of this whole summarize function that's in the product now is in the data window. You'll see we have a button down here that's called Summarize Demographic and Other Data. So you click that button, and you can bring over, like from the data that I've got available here, I could bring over my count and summarize that and export it out. Or I could go to sort of a more generic territory view here. And in that case, when I summarize, I'm going to have the ability to link with my demographic data. So I could bring in a couple of different demographic data options. And I can also link to the data that I've imported, maybe bring in my visit week and my sales totals. And I'll come up with a data report, which I can then export to file. So get it out of the application, use it outside the application. So that's always fun. So that's Map Business Online, new feature summarized by state, county, zip code, and other geographic layers, go to mapbusinessonline.com and take our free trial. Take care.